Expected to continue to hear aviation-related testimony from PricewaterhouseCoopers auditor Pule Motibe. The Commission will also hear testimony from former Transnet board chairperson and Eskom board member Mafika Mkwanazi.
And then just those information numbers, should you need any information or if you want to speak to someone to get clarity on something, 0800 is 029 999. That's the 24-hour hotline. And of course, you can use the WhatsApp service. That's the official government WhatsApp service on 0600 123 456.
Right, let's look at some of the data that we're coming out at the moment. So we'll break it down for you per province. And again, remember, these are the total reported numbers in South Africa since the beginning of the coronavirus infection time. So Gauteng, 117,895. The Western Cape, 81,556. The Eastern Cape, 57,186. KwaZulu-Natal, 35,604. The Northwest, 11,891. The Free State, 7,312. Mpumalanga, 5,051. Limpopo, 3,645. And the Northwest, 1,831. To date, the test conducted, 2.3 million so far. Confirmed cases, with all those numbers added together, we get 324,221. But please just take note that those aren't the active cases in South Africa right now. The active cases are 153,861. So that's the total amount of cases that South Africa is currently dealing with. The recovery rate, 165,591. So we're really doing well on recoveries. The death toll, unfortunately, sitting now at 4,669. And yesterday, reporting 13,172. Those are the new cases.
Let's take a look at a further breakdown of those provincial increases to begin with. In the last 24 hours, the Western Cape reporting 1,430 more cases. Gauteng, 5,181. Absolutely staggering. Eastern Cape, 1,602. KZN had 2,665 more cases. And Northwest Province recorded 666. Superstitious people jumping around. Limpopo Province, 238, Mpumalanga 521, Free State 651, and Northern Cape seeing 164 more positive cases. And then the death toll, and this is the overall death toll in each of the provinces. Western Cape still sitting at the top there with 2,514 deaths. Gauteng has recorded 853, the Eastern Cape 783, 358 deaths in KwaZulu-Natal. Northwest have recorded 48, Limpopo 33, Mpumalanga 40, Free State 45, and the Northern Cape 15 deaths. And then the final column there, the number of recoveries, people who have contracted coronavirus and then made recoveries, 63,731 in the Western Cape, 45,743 people have recovered in Gauteng, 39,865 in the Eastern Cape, 8,968 recoveries in KZN, 2,694 in the Northwest Province. 1,492 people have also recovered in Limpopo, 1,464 in Mpumalanga, 1,033 in the Free State, and 601 recoveries in the Northern Cape. And that is a very important statistic just to show you how people do actually recover from the pandemic.
All right, here's your weekly look at the past 7 days, as we always like to just show you those comparative results. So the recoveries in that column is looking really, really good for South Africa. So these are the recoveries in the last 7 days. From Friday last week, it was at 118,200. 232, those were the recoveries then. And you can see up to now, we have, up till yesterday, the recoveries reported 165,591. So there's been a really good recovery rate from coronavirus in South Africa, and that's very, very encouraging. Unfortunately, of course, we're seeing our deaths coming up getting higher and higher, and it doesn't matter how many lives are lost, one is too many, and these are so many families affected by this, and it's very, very sad. So from last week, Friday, we had 3,860 deaths, and today we are reporting 4,669 deaths. Now, look at the new cases per day from last week. We can see that we've been well above 10,000 every single day since last week, Friday, up until, I think to yesterday reporting the most again. Well, not really, it was last Saturday was reporting the most, 13,497. And then yesterday's reporting figure, also very high, 13,172.
All right, Leanne, you also have that global update for us very briefly. We're now well over 13.7 million confirmed cases to be exact.
It's quite crazy having a look at these. And I mean, you can see the United States, Sakina, I mean, at one point, I think it was the day before yesterday, they showed 70,000 new cases in a day. I mean, that was quite hectic in terms of their reporting. But I think one thing we really need to be aware of, and people are calling this fear-mongering, it's not fear-mongering, these are just the facts that we're putting forward to you, is that South Africa, as you see the top 5 there, and you reported it in the news, Sakina, South Africa is now sitting at number 6 in terms of the infection rate. Those are just the numbers that we've got now. You can see Peru is at 342,000 cases. They reported 3,857 new cases yesterday. Just below that is South Africa. We're at 324,000 cases. Yesterday, unfortunately, reporting 13,172 new cases. So, we're moving very, very fast up those rankings to meet all of our BRICS partners up there in the top 5. I hate to say it, but it is unfortunately where we're heading.
Yeah, and I think, one of the things we can take, heart to here, Leanne, is, and it may seem bizarre, but at least we are getting those figures out. We are reporting and we are tracking and doing something about it.
Yeah.
I think there has been a problem in some countries in the world of actually reporting the numbers.
Yeah.
But let's park that there for the moment. Let's run through these trending topics very briefly. First up, Hala Madrid. And of course, all the Madristas are very happy this morning as Real Madrid actually clinched the La Liga title last night. Captain fantastic there, Sergio Ramos, with the coach Zinedine Zidane, of course himself, a Madrid great. So yeah, they did that over Barca. I think 7 points clear at the top. Valen will bring us more details, but great celebrations had there in Madrid.
Absolutely, well done to them. And somebody also passing a comment saying they did it and without Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, whatever.
And
well
that's
done
beautiful as they run through all the milestones. The goalkeeper, for example, Thibaut Courtois, he becomes, I think, the first player to win the title with both Atletico and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And there's all these nice nuances when you go and you read up, and so a lot of talk around Hala Madrid, and of course then individually the players, etc. as well.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let's move on quickly to our next one, Mandela, and many reasons that the name Mandela is trending. The first one, of course, is what's happening today. We're going to be following very closely the funeral of Zinzi Mandela passing away at the beginning of this week. A great shock to everybody, but more importantly, a great shock to the family. And it still has them all, I suppose, in such a difficult position right now. They really are. So it is going to be a private service, and we will respect that, wanting, of course, the cameras not to be inside, but we will bring you as much as we possibly can during the course of this morning, following the vehicle to the Fourways Memorial Park. That's, of course, where she's going to be buried, and we will then, of course, have our reporter Chriselle de Lewis when she's there. She'll be updating us throughout the morning, so we will keep you updated on that. That's the one reason. The second reason, of course, it's Mandela Day tomorrow, and the world asked to do good 67 minutes of Mandela, and I think this is needed more than ever. So yeah, these are some of the issues I imagine behind Mandela trending.
Indeed, and then just to wrap it up on the trending topics, hashtag day 113 of lockdown. And this one trends every day, and just updating on the day that we're on. And as you can see there, you know, who would have thought, Leanne, when the first announcement was made of a hard lockdown of 21 days, that we'd be on day 113.
Unbelievable. All right, let's leave that. Let's quickly get into our news headlines now. Sakina, I know you've got all the details for us. Let's hand it over to you.